Today, I want to talk about something we don't like to talk about or admit much, specifically about how we end up being fired in the layoff and not the others. And there is one thing, it's so simple and it's so crucial, and we'd rather talk about visibility and hard skills and becoming irreplaceable and all of that. But there's this one insanely important human factor, and it matters more than hard skills right now. So, what gets you fired? You're most likely to land on the to-go list if you spread resentment. And people roll with it, thinking as long as they do their job and just show up, it's fine. And the manager doesn't know. Your manager probably notices this right away. If you checked out, they know. And I'm not telling you this so you hide it. You didn't get your raise. Your team got restructured. Everybody you work with suddenly is way more junior than you. Your workload's higher. AI, FOMO, and all of that. Leadership has been weird. It all happens. And if you think that it's unique to you or unique to your company, you're wrong. Every tech company is dealing with this crap. Leadership is doing their best, and you screw it up. You're not getting this promotion, somebody else will. There's always going to be higher expectations on you, and this is not unique. Every company rolls like this. And if you let yourself get resentful and you quiet quit, the manager knows, your executive knows, and this is the direct path onto the to fire list. And now I'm not telling you to suddenly become all happy. Like if the company is treating you like shit, don't pretend it's fine. Just honestly start looking for a new job. They'll find another skill expert in a minute and start paying you. So this is something that I wish I knew sooner. I checked out early. I could feel it coming. Everybody was already talking about the layoff, and I got laid off a year and a half after the rumors started. Meaning I wasted a year and a half doing a ton of hard skilled work while being miserable in that team and in the company, knowing that the whole thing was bullshit. And I did the math, and I exited well exactly with the money that I wanted to have at the end. And I exited exactly how I wanted to exit, with a termination and not the mutual termination agreement. I waited longer until there was finally a layoff and a settlement, how I wanted to have it. And now almost at the end of my unemployment benefits, like 10 months in, building my own thing, finally things are looking up. I'm asking myself, why did I waste all that time? And if you already don't like the company and you've tried to change teams and you can see leadership isn't going to help you, just get the fuck. Do something on the side that makes your exit easier. So let's talk about the contrast. So this is what's really rare now. And what's actually hard to find is somebody who goes, hey, I love being here. My manager, we're working on it. Leadership, we're working on it. I'm happy to be here. So zero resentment. And there is always something to be resentful about, really. But those people just stay out of it. Well, in my experience, people coming from Brazil or Latin America, they win. So Eastern Europeans really get resentful fast. And people from Eastern Europe will handle conflict differently. And then when you look at Brazilians, you're like, damn, they got this. Even when they're not loving it, even if there is job hunting on the side, they don't openly spread this. Like they keep it to the closest friends, and they make sure that the executives really don't see it and that the resentful is not being felt by people in charge. So the manager keeps them, of course, even if the hard skills are shittier, because the morale of them is right. And the morale right now is pretty low in the company. So a person who goes, I love being here, will keep the job. And a lot of Eastern Europeans don't have this because back home, conflict works differently. And if you're unhappy, you act on it and it shows. But here in the West, this is exactly what gets you fired. And when people come to me, when they're being laid off in Germany, they come to me, they ask me for support. And they say, well, I actually hate the company, but I'm going to stay and wait for a better offer. Or that they say that they really hate it, but it's so tough to get another job right now. And my only answer is that, well, you only have one life. You sure you want to waste it that way? But most of us still do that because there are so many fears involved. And if you would like to talk to me how to navigate your layoff or your resentment at work better, to see what actually can be done, reach out. Beyond the urgent help when you are being laid off in Germany, I offer this type of mentorship for people who came from post-COVID spaces to help you stop dragging around behavior patterns that are not serving you in the new workplace, and generally be more in charge of your own life and be happy. Good luck, guys.